Be careful. There are hungry things in the night. Well, those things would die of starvation if they tried to eat anyone or even anything, even a fence post that's contained in Abraham's Boys, a Dracula story, a Shudder original that is based on a short story by Joe Hill, who did The Black Phone. And this was written and directed by Natasha Kermani, who's done a few projects, including a tape for VHS 85. They're still continuing the VHS franchise, Christ knows why, but that's for another review because they're doing a Halloween edition in just a couple months. So, this Shudder original got a limited theatrical release. I didn't get around to it mainly because I was busy, I was working a lot, and I had other projects to work on. And also, this hasn't hit Shudder yet. It dropped on Amazon for a few bucks. So I decided to pay the fee and watch this. And my oh fucking my, besides the gorgeous cinematography, this film is so aggressively, mind-numbingly boring that nothing fucking happens. It's weirdly impressive how this is stretched out for 87 minutes with opening and ending credits and absolutely nothing fucking happens. I mean, I guess it gets to a point, and the point, if it was smoothed out, nobody would fucking notice. This is so agonizingly fucking boring, with an accent by Titus Welliver, who plays Abraham, or, Van Helsing. Yes, the man that vanquished Dracula. So we go 1915, and welcome to Central Valley, California days. The writer is either missing or presumed brain dead. And he has his two boys, Max and Rudy, who I have to say the kids do fine, but they're given no material to work with. And you have Mina Van Helsing, who used to be Mina Harker. Gee, I wonder if you can figure out where this story's going. Jocelyn Donahue, who is in Dr. Sleep. And, yeah, basically, there's, Van Helsing has pretty much gone fucking mad. That's basically it right there. He's keeping his family isolated, and he wants to make sure that his wife is safe, his kids are safe, but also that they can vanquish evil like he once did. But he thought they ran away from the evil, but the evil has come to their doorstep. So yeah, there's not really going to be much to spoil in this, but this is just so simple and just paper thin. Not even rice paper. This is like thinner than rice paper. There is no material to sink your teeth into, ironically. While, again, it is gorgeously shot, it offers nothing. It offers nothing but a bland concept that just limps, drags itself. And that's just to the second act. This movie doesn't even cross the fucking finish line. It barely gets to the halfway point before you're just saying, what the fuck's the goddamn point? So I'm going to get into spoilers. There's nothing really to spoil, but I'm going to rant about a few things. 3, 2, 1, spoilers. So, basically, we open with a woman, I believe it's Faye Sanchez, My. She is just trying to travel back to town and then suddenly is attacked by somebody. And then we cut to credits and we then see the kids, working, especially Max chopping some wood. Mina is trying to, basically just keep her sanity level, but unfortunately, because of the encounter with Dracula and Bram Stoker's Dracula, not exactly doing all that well. Abraham is trying to make sure that his two boys are going to be able to possibly carry on should anything bad happen in the house. And I want to know what Titus's accent was supposed to fucking be, because it was all over the European continent, despite basically also going nowhere at the same time. It would change tones within the same sentence. That is a remarkable achievement, just not remarkable in a good way. Then there's this thing about road workers installing a new railroad. There's Elsie, who is played by Aurora Peru. She's been in television, but also was in Truth or Dare. Yes, that Truth or Dare, by the way. And I've noted this is so boring several times. Elsie brings her brother, who suffered a broken rib, and he has to basically fix the broken rib into the lung by getting a tube in there to let the pressure out, and they got to go to the hospital because modern medicine in 1915 could fix broken ribs and punctured lungs and anal bleeding. What? Wow. Then at one point, Mina's making blood pudding right after that and has her, husband's concoction that's supposed to cure infections. A lot of fucking good it's done. The thing is you could figure out that Abraham basically just been driven mad. Yes, there was evil, but also he was driven mad. And be careful, there are hungry things in the night. Elsie brings some cookies before taking off. And yeah, then they do a blood transfusion from Max to try and make sure that things are, okay with Mina. And so the kids break into the office inadvertently by throwing around a sports football. And they find, his work, but also there's a weird door that's covered. And the girl from before is in the basement because she's an evil creature. Or Abraham has been driven so mad that he feels that evil is all around him. Because her fangs, went back, just went poof after she was killed. Yeah, sure. Okay, pal. He teaches Max how to stake. He wants Rudolph to remove the head. Rudolph, with your, crying eyes tonight, won't you cut off her head? So slight. Did that make sense? No. And, yeah, Miss Ada or whatever the hell her name was, I forgot how to pronounce it, ends up getting buried. She had garlic in her mouth. And Max basically wants to leave. Abraham gets abusive. He's going to take Rudy with him. Elsie ends up seeing Max. I noted that maybe she's a vamp. That would have made it a lot more interesting, but no. Mina dies 1 hour in. By the way, 87-minute long movie. And you would have thought she would have come back from the dead and spiced this thing up, but no, we didn't get that. So, an old friend, Arthur Hallwood, shows up, and he lost his wife, Lucy, and is trying to figure out, is he really a sinner? No, by the way, check out Sinners. It's a whole lot fucking better than this. I mean, granted, it costs more, but still. It was a lot better of a vampire movie than this fiasco. And yeah, he basically is like, he flew from London and drove to California, or flew into California, I assume, and then drove to do this. That's not an easy trip, especially in 1915, but he did that just for a few minutes of screen time. Jesus fucking Christ, you could have sent him a telegram or something. Anyway, so then Abraham's like, I've been hard on you, Max. Here's a Book of the Dead. Oh, here's a whole bunch of people that have died. And he stabs him in the hand, throws him in the basement, because he's tired of him speaking up. And then he is going to get Rudy to do his bidding. Max breaks out, grabs the axe, and by the way, we are just a few minutes from the finish line. All that stuff I've described is just leading to this. So one guy gets killed. Abraham is trying to get Rudolph to stake Elsie because she's so evil. But then he stakes Abraham. The boy does. And then Max shows up with the axe and basically removes Abraham's head. You're safe now. He was a real monster. So there's all this talk about monsters. And then the kids are going to take off. They take off on horseback. They see Elsie and one worker. I don't remember if that was her brother or not. I don't really fucking care. And that's it. A voiceover of Abraham not having a great relationship with his grandfather, who didn't have a great relationship with Abraham's father, who didn't have a great relationship with him, and just whatever. Just, God damn it. I hate this. I hate this so much. It's so boring. It is so agonizingly boring. I don't mind slow burn horror. Some of the best horror of the last, 5 years has been slow burn. There's been great slow burn movies going all the way back to the 60s and 70s. But when you have nothing to sink your teeth into for a vampire flick, good fucking God. Good fucking God, y'all. This gets an F. Agree, disagree what I said? Like, share, subscribe. Twitter, Letterboxd, Blue Sky handles in the description. I'm John Rittland, and until we eat again, happy trails to you.